All right. Yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying with us. The name is Kingsley. Yeah, Kingsley. You can call me Kingsley. Asamoah Gyan is a fantastic, legendary Black Stars captain, former captain of the Black Stars, former legend. In fact, legend and former player of the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. He has finally reviewed his all-time best starting 11 of the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. Two news from that particular best 11. One, there is no Dede Ayew. Dede Ayew is not part of the starting 11. Now, one of the key reasons why people are surprised that Dede Ayew isn't part of the starting 11 of the Black Stars, according to Asamoah Gyan, or Asamoah Gyan's best all-time starting 11, is because as we speak now, Dede Ayew is the player with the most caps for the Black Stars of Ghana. He's a player who has played a lot of games for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars, has gone to World Cups, AFCONs, he is tied with Rigobert Song in terms of player with the most appearances in the African Cup of Nations. It is Dede Ayew and then Rigobert Song, the whole of Africa. So Dede Ayew's contribution to the Black Stars, no, it is enormous. But Asamoah Gyan didn't add him to his best starting 11 on all-time starting 11. Why didn't Asamoah Gyan add him? Who can Dede Ayew substitute in the starting 11 that Asamoah Gyan brought? We are going to look at that. But before we check out the full details of the starting 11, let's watch this. Asamoah Gyan talking about his best starting 11 all time over there. Now,
time best 11 for Ghana. All time. It's in my main starting. Yes, Oma Huye. Any Oma be a new Monso boy.
Okay.
Yanko.
Roger Kingston.
Okay, only Leon.
Kingston, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So as you heard him, he is going to review his best starting 11. He has already told us about the goalkeeper being Richard Olele Kingston. All right, good. So we are going to talk to you or explain to you the other players. Okay, he said this on Angel TV today when he was talking about his all regional games that he actually unveiled yesterday. Okay, so let's go straight to the point. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. I played that sound for you to hear because it's not like me na matina baby I am there and I may ya share no what I say no one na eka enti ye tie and ye dinjire mu ni bibiano. Yeah, so we are bringing you all the explanation and everything in this particular video. So do all to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, the best all-time starting 11 of the Black Stars, just like you heard the journalist asking him the question, say, he says, look, your all-time, no, the players you played with and the players you watch. Now, the thing is that the difference is that, look, there is a generation of the Black Stars that won us the 4 African Cup of Nations. That generation, Asamoah Gyan didn't watch them. Reverend Osei Kofi Mone, Sagofon, you get a point. Asamoah Gyan didn't watch them because that's some... So I checked 1960s, in the 60s, in the 70s, and so he didn't watch them. That's why in his all-time starting 11, those people are not there. So you see that in the starting 11, those who are there are mainly the 2010 squad, and then even the 2010, 26. So from 2006, 2003, 4, from that time up to 2010, 2015, 2016, and one or two people from 2000s, okay, one or two people from the 2000s and others. You get a point. So I'm trying to give you the background as to why his all-time best starting 11 is like that. So Richard Olele Kingston is imposed. Now Olele here, everybody agrees that Olele is our best goalkeeper ever, the best Black Stars goalkeeper ever, because he qualified us to the first World Cup. He went to the second World Cup, to the third World Cup in 2010, and in 2010 Olele helped the Black Stars to go to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. So that 2010 generation there, a lot of people think that if you take out or if you leave out those people who won the 4 African Cup of Nations for Ghana, the other best generation or era of the Black Stars is the 2010 era. Do you get a point? Or generation. So Olele Kingston, he's done very well. He didn't win African Cup of Nations for Ghana. He didn't win. In fact, all the players Asamoah Gyan mentioned, I think only Abedi, Ayew, Pele. Only Abedi, Ayew, Pele won, and I think maybe Yaprekutu. I'm not so sure. So that is the point. Okay, Richard Olele didn't win AFCON, but he has cemented his position as the best goalkeeper ever for the senior national team, the Ghana Blasters. There's no doubt about that. The right back also went to John Pencil. John Pencil, to our agree with Asamoah Gyan, because maybe during the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, no, maybe there was a fantastic right back there, but we didn't watch that person. We don't know him. You get a point. Those of us know who watched there. We watched from the 2006, the Asamoah Gyan era. So the John Pencil era, no, is the same explanation as Richard Olele Kingston. John Pencil was the main right back, very solid, formidable. He went, in fact, even after playing for the Blasters, he went to play for Fulham, West Ham. So he was playing at the highest level in terms of club football. And when it comes to the Blasters, he was solid in terms of dedication, commitment, resoluteness, and rigidity. As a right back, he'll give it to you. So right back going to John Pencil there, there's no two ways about that. The left back going to Ayew Sape. Same. The 2010 squad now. Ayew Sape was a left back. Okay. Ayew Sape was a left back. But me, I think that somebody who can challenge Ayew Sape by Kwadwo Asamoah. You see, Kwadwo Asamoah is not in the best starting 11 of Asamoah Gyan, because Unya Baby financial, you cannot find a place for him, especially in the midfield and the players who are there. But as Kwadwo Asamoah at a point in time was playing as a left back for Ghana Blasters. You get a point? Even though he didn't play it for so many years, achieving a lot of things, but the achievement of Kwadwo Asamoah with the Blasters as an individual, in terms of the World Cups, in terms of his number of games, in terms of how he contributed to the games, I think that somebody who can challenge Ayew Sape is Kwadwo Asamoah. But then Asamoah Gyan says that Ayew Sape is his left back. The 4 and 5 goes to Sammy Osei Kofoɔ. Okay, Sammy Osei Kofoɔ. He played the 2006 World Cup. He was part of the 2006 World Cup squad, but wasn't really a commanding starter, or wasn't really a starter. But he was part of it. And even before the 2006 World Cup, he was a solid player for the senior national team, the Ghana Blasters. Do you get a point? From the 2000s getting to the 2000s. Yes, Sammy Osei. And he also played to the highest level. You know, when you are doing some of these best 11, you have to consider what the person did at the club level too. It's important, even though you are talking about the Blasters. So Samuel Osei there, and then John Mensah too, solid central defender. He too the same as Richard Olele and John Pencil. The 2006 squad, 2010, 2014 squad. You get it? Yeah, that's where John Mensah also falls, and he did exceptionally well. At a point in time, he was a Black Stars captain, and as a captain, as a central defender, he did very well, nurturing the likes of Jonathan Mensah and the likes. Do you get it? So John Mensah as a defender, a central defender, to solid. Now this is how the midfield looks. The midfield is also, for me, I think that is spot on. Now Michael Essien is there. Michael Essien with the Blasters, he didn't really do anything extraordinary. You get it? But he was part of the squad, the 2010 squad, the 2000. In fact, between 2006, okay, and 2015 AFCONs, all the AFCONs that were there, okay, the 2008, 2010 AFCON, and then 2012 AFCON, 2015 AFCON, all of that, Asamoah Gyan, Essien, John Mensah, they were there, and they did very well. In 2010 AFCON, Ghana went to the finals. In 2015 AFCON, Ghana went to the finals. 2008 AFCON, and that was when Ghana hosted. We didn't really do well, but then we went all the way. All right, do you get a point? So all of them, they didn't win anything, but they've done very well during the Asamoah Gyan era, and that's why Michael Essien is also there. Stephen Appiah will partner Michael Essien. Stephen Appiah too, he was a capito, okay, in all of these things I'm talking to you about. He was a capito. He had full dedication, commitment. He was solid. When Stephen Appiah is playing, you will love him. Those times Nania was Stephen Appiah or Shegwa, he will be doing this. Do you get a point? Stephen Appiah is a solid leader, everything. And in terms of club football to us, Michael Essien was top there. Stephen Appiah was top there because Juventus and the rest, Champions League, Essien, Chelsea, Real Madrid and the rest. So indeed they deserve their spot in the Asamoah Gyan all time. starting 11. He played Abedi, Ayew, Pele as a number 10. So he will play behind the striker. We all know, even though I'm sure maybe Asamoah Gyan didn't really watch the Abedi, Ayew, Pele, but yeah, he will watch him because Abedi, Ayew, Pele was in the 90s, okay? In the 90s, and yes, early 90s, getting to the late 90s, he was there. 1992 AFCON, Abedi, Ayew, Pele was there. Okay, so the early 90s coming now. So Abedi, Ayew, everybody knows that he's a solid, proper generational talent, and anybody who has heard of Abedi, Ayew, Pele will tell you how good he was. He was exceptional, but he played with the likes of Mohamed Polo, Mohamed Polo, former Hearts of Folk player, okay, Anthony Yeboah, Money Adie, okay, all of them were there, but you didn't really see those people in the lineup. But Abedi, Ayew, Pele is in the Asamoah Gyan all-time starting 11, and he plays behind Asamoah Gyan as I speak to you. The forward is where Dede Ayew was expected, but he's not there. The all-time appearance for the Blasters, he's kept the most appearances for the Blasters, or has the most appearances for the, or he has played the most games for the Blasters, but he's not part of Asamoah Gyan's all-time starting 11. Now, he played on the left, he played Sule Muntari to the same explanation, from 2006 up until 2015. Sule Muntari was there, consistency, but I am so sad that generation couldn't win the AFCON. At least we should have won the AFCON like twice. Because 2010 we were in the final, 2015 we were in the final. We couldn't win any of them, and it was a very, very sad one over there. But Sule Muntari is on the left. Yao Preku is on the right, and Yao Preku being on the right, and that's why I think that Dede Ayew could have played. Because Yao Preku, we didn't hear anything about Yao. Yes, maybe I meant here because I'm too young, but I'm sure maybe during this time he was doing very well, scoring goals and then assisting and doing very well. Yao Preku, yes, he was on the right, but I think that Dede Ayew fairly should be there. Dede Ayew should be there. Lot of appearances. All this I'm talking about from 2008, Dede Ayew, I think 2009, Dede Ayew joined the Blaster. From 2010 up to this time, Dede Ayew has gone to more World Cups. In the last 2022 FIFA World Cup, he qualified. He helped qualify the Blasters to the World Cup. Okay, he's played more AFCON games and all of that. A lot of history based on those things. I think that Dede Ayew should have substituted Yao Preku on the right side, and then Asamoah Gyan was the main number 9 of the team. So, what do you make of the Asamoah Gyan all-time best Black Stars starting 11? Richard Olele Kingston, John Pencil, John Mensah, and then Sami Osaikofor, Hans Edusape. Who do you think can change these players, or who do you think doesn't deserve his place in the starting 11? Let me know all of that in the comment section. Abedi Ayew, Pele, Michael Essien, Steven Appiah, Yao Preku, Asamoah Gyan, and then Sule Ali Muntari. Thank you very much for staying with us. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.